Hi, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Good to have you. It's a beautiful evening tonight, and we're having showers, showers, showers of blessing tonight. And I believe you're enjoying your evening where you are, probably driving home from work, or probably at home already, probably in your duvet. Whatever is happening, I really hope you're doing fine this evening. Good evening one more time. My name is Prolific, and this is the R4M Studios Ready for Marriage. This is the very place, the very platform where you get prepared for marriage. You begin with that very interesting committed relationship that you have with that guy or that lady, and you see how it goes via the things that we get to put out here, the tips that we put out here. And I mean, this is just the very place to be. This is also that very platform where you get your dream man, your dream girl. I mean, you don't have to go to the market. You don't find such in the supermarket. Yeah, this is that very platform where you get every kind of person, every kind of good person on R4M, and we help facilitate, make it so easy for you. All right, so tonight we're going to have a very interesting discourse, and hopefully we're going to be having also our principal tonight join us. But before that happens, we're going to go over pictures again, and just for those who are new, if it's your first time. So we're running this photo contest for R4M face photo contest, and the prize actually is 1 whole million naira. Okay, so what you need to do is go to the DM, send in your pictures, and your pictures there has to be confidence, there has to be some kind of poise, there has to be, there has to be swag, right? But we can't take any picture that is an AI photo, neither can we take a picture that is selfie. We don't want selfish people doing selfies. So get a very good camera, get a very good editor to edit your picture, and who knows, you just might be that very lucky person that will win this 1 million naira. Okay, so having said that, I believe very soon also we're going to be having the general join us, but not tonight. Okay, not tonight. Tonight we're actually expecting our principal to join us. So I'm going to go in. Already we have Aboki Surplus. Aboki Surplus sounds to me like he has surplus friendship to offer. Aboki Surplus, I hope so you know be free drink to ladies. Anyway, that's just on a lighter note, but it's good to have you, Aboki Surplus. Please, when you join in on the live, do well to say hi, but make sure you don't say bye until we're done. All right, so please do well to join in the conversation. And tonight we're going to be looking at a very interesting topic. And this topic is going to, I personally believe that life is about perspectives, all right? Life is about perspectives. From whatever angle you look at life, it's correct for you, So tonight, I would really love to hear our perspectives on the subject matter that we're going to be looking at tonight, okay? It's not a test, it's not a final year exam. So the essence isn't to get who is right or who is wrong, or to say, oh no, this is what it is, this is what is. No, the essence is for us to share perspectives, and so we can be better people, we can learn, as we grow every day. All right, so please, if you're just joining in, do well to share this video. Do well to share this video as you're joining in. Do well to share this video. Yes, so I'm trying to lead by example by having to share my own video with my folks. So you would have to also do the same. So you don't say, this chamo just the yarn in myself. They lead by example, okay? So we usually also do giveaways, especially for people who are joining us for the first time, people who come early or punctual, we do a whole lot of giveaways, and it's imperative that you stay consistent also. That could also earn you, some form of giveaway. Sometimes we do cash, other times we do airtime or data, okay? So, sorry, just one sec. So we have a very interesting topic tonight. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is the Alpha M Studios Ready for Marriage. I mean, I love the way the general usually says it. Like, I mean, you don't get ready for marriage when you're just about to get married. You actually begin to get ready for marriage from the day you were born. Okay, yeah. So everything our parents get to teach us are actually life skills that we need for ourselves. They're actually survival skills that we need when we, have to live alone, or even from when we live in the family house, right? However, ultimately, those skills that you acquire will now be the things that you will need when you finally get your partner and you want to, spend the rest of your life with someone, right? So imagine if you live your life without being prepared. It was a preacher who said, who broke it down when he said prepare means pre, which is a prefix, and pair, which is a suffix. So you prepare. It means that you bring two things and you pair them together, right? You bring two things and you pair them together. So it's not just good enough that we hope to have a very good partner. It's also imperative that we are the partner that we want to see. Why? Because we would end up attracting who we are. And I can prove that to you. For instance, if I'm dressed shabbily, right? I most likely can attract a lady who is a banker. For instance, as a guy, I won't be able to. I mean, I see a lady I love, and I walk into the bank and I want to start, and I wear bathroom slippers with 3/4 and singlets. Even your old boys don't dress that way. Do you get? They try small, even though most of them they like wear singlets. Do you get? But the point is, you attract exactly who you are, right? And who you are many times is expressed by how you dress. Okay, so same thing goes for the ladies. I mean, as a lady, you're not close to naked, and then you expect a responsible man to be attracted to you. You will definitely attract an irresponsible man who's not ready to build something serious with you. All right. So, having said that, we're going to be looking at this topic. I'm really trying to prep us. So for those who are just tuning in, you will begin to gather your notes. You'll begin to gather your thoughts. If your thoughts are scattered like pebbles, you begin to gather your thoughts and begin to share with us. Again, like I said yesterday, and I love to always say, the Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube live isn't a monologue. It is a dialogue. So what that means is that we'll transmit from our studios, but we really hope to connect with you somewhere in the middle so you can also speak back to us, because we love feedback, okay? Love feedback. And my mind is just crazy. I mean, what does feedback mean? Literally speaking, feedback means that I've been feeding you, it's time for you to feed me back. Do you get? So, I mean, it's going to be boring if we have to have a monologue and then we don't get a feedback from you. We love to hear your perspective because we respect your perspective, okay? So, I think we should go straight to the pictures. I'm also trying to buy a little time because of a network. I think it's because of the rain. Please pardon us. I think it's because of the rain. It's been a little bit shaky. The network has been handsome. So, pardon us, please. I think we're going to go straight just have a few picture reviews. I don't know why this happens. I don't know why this happens in Africa, in Nigeria particularly. It feels like people who follow the rules are considered dumb, right? And people who don't follow rules are considered smart, you know. So, all right. So let me just finish on that thoughts before I comment on this picture. Just hold on to the picture. So people who don't follow rules are considered smart, and people who follow rules are considered dumb, especially in Nigeria. And I think among many things that RFIM is doing, I think it's something we should learn, we can learn from here, okay? It's something that we can learn, that it pays to do the right thing. I mean, we drive recklessly in Nigeria, but then we go to places like UK and we're so law-abiding. And we realize how life is so easy. I mean, I was listening to a friend talk about how she's been in the US for close to a year, and she's not heard a car honk in months. She has not heard, bah, 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 hey, your father, why? Because, I mean, there's just something beautiful being orderly. Now, I said all that to say this. Please, there are criteria for your picture entries, okay? Please do well to follow it. I know say be fine boy. I know say be fine girl. But however, just do well to follow our picture. So we have the first picture. I like this lady. This lady looks like someone I know. I think she looks like a poet that I know. Beautiful pose, beautiful, beautiful background. Great dress. And then the next person, ooh, he looks like a military man. I mean, very small mustache, good background. I wish he smiled, but I like the confidence. Thank you. Let's move on. Oh, I think we saw this picture yesterday. Very artistic picture. Very artistic picture. I like the play of colors. I mean, this is something like what we're looking for actually, okay? Then the next, interesting. This guy is supposed to act, the acts movie, the acts Indian film. Nehim Patushi. I love this. I love this. Is that 3 hand? Oh, it's fire. I think the guy get 3 hand. He do like this. I should not fire. Oh, I love this. I love this. Beautiful background. Beautiful background. Beautiful background. Beautiful background. I wish the face was zoomed. So yeah, I was going before I go on. I think about 2-3 weeks ago, we had a couple of pictures coming, and myself and the general, we were talking about how people had very good backgrounds, but the photographer wasn't zooming in on their faces. Okay, so you are the prize. You are the person we want. In fact, you are the spot under the lights that makes the spotlight. Okay, so do well so we can see your face. Okay, so you could say that to your cameraman. I love this. This is African, beautiful blend, beautiful blend. I like the confidence. I can perceive the confidence and the picture. Whoa! Now this looks like artist and manager. Looks like artist wants to fade in the background and push his artist. Yeah, manager wants to fade in the background and push his artist. Beautiful picture from this lady. Beautiful background. However, you're not looking at the camera. You're looking like you're shy. Do you have a boyfriend in R4M that you don't want him to see your face? Okay, yeah, this is another picture. Interesting picture. Okay, I've seen this picture too. The one before and this one. But yeah, this is a great picture. This is a great picture. You know, smile has a way. There are people that have married because the guy can just smile. He's not so much of a talker, but he smiles. And then smiling has a way of just showing confidence, right? So yeah, we have the next beautiful, 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 beautiful. She looks like Ada. Okay, I love this beautiful picture, good background, nice wedding gown. My next question is, I hope your husband is aware you are running for this contest, but that's on the light note. I like the play here. Yeah, I think this is one of the people who listened to us and said, get a very good editing. I like the editing, even though it was a little bit too blurry, but good thing is your face was conspicuous enough, right? So let's just take 5 more and then we'll go into what we have for tonight, okay? Oh, great. Yeah, so she's looking straight into the camera. Good confidence, good pose. Good pose. Good pose. Okay? 4 more and we're done for tonight, for now. I hope we don't have cobweb on the network. Okay. Are we done? Okay. So. Again, if you're just joining in, please do well to share, to like, and to share this video so every other person just like you can get to subscribe on R4M. Okay? Do I hold on? All right. So we still have a couple of pictures still loading. We'll take just 4 more pictures and then we'll go into what we have for tonight. We're still expecting our principal. Okay. Okay. I guess my network is a bit slow. All right, great. So we have another picture. Good. He looks like he's just about to, he's waiting for his friends so that they could accompany him to go for his introduction. I like the confidence. I wish you didn't have this car and that sister that's photobombing you. But don't worry, you're still the man under the spotlight. Great picture. Yes, I like this picture in particular. It looks cheeky, it looks girly. It looks really girly. Beautiful picture, beautiful background. I like how the background is blurred and yet so beautiful, right? Great, very great one. Yeah, let's move to the next 2 more and we're done. Okay, 2 more. Ooh, I'm getting gingered. I'm getting gingered for tonight's topic. Ooh. Now, should I know use this table, just stretch, do some exercises. What's the phenomenon? Okay, yeah, we have another picture. Okay, this one looks like an Adamawa Queen, either a Gumbe or an Adamawa Queen. I like the band and how it's matching with her dress. Great smile, great picture. Yeah, great smile, great picture. Okay, this one nearly looked like my crush. On a lighter note. So yeah, this is a great picture. Her outfit contrasts with the either mid color or white with black. Great background contrasts with the white also. Great pose she's got. Let's take just 1 more for tonight and then we'll make progress. Compassion, 33K no do you, you want 1 million. Auntie. I like your ponytail, by the way. Yeah, beautiful picture, great picture. Okay, so that's what we're going to be taking for tonight. And I hope that we've been able to pick 1 or 2 things and learned from tonight's pictures, right? I hope we're able to learn so we can make the necessary adjustments. Okay, so tonight's topic: loyalty or honesty. What do you consider the most important trait or quality in your partner? I know almost anybody would say I want both. Yes, I think we all want both, right? We all want both. However, which would you consider the most important traits in your life partner? Which would you consider the most important traits? I don't know, do we have people on YouTube? I've actually been on Facebook for a while. I think I might have to dash to YouTube, but let me just stay on Facebook for a little more. Aboki Surplus came alone. You are Aboki Surplus, but I cannot see all your Aboki them joining you online. Okay, so So yeah, honesty or loyalty, which would you prefer most if you had the option of choosing just one? Which of these qualities stands out for you? Which of these qualities stands out for you? Whew, I think it's a very tough one. It's a very, 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 very tough one. This is the point where you'll find the brilliant students and you'll find the intelligent students. The brilliant students are the ones who basically regurgitate what the lecturers gave them and they give it back verbatim. And they necessarily can't apply it to everyday life. But the intelligent guy might not be so good in class, but trust me, when it comes to street and everyday life, he's able to duplicate, intelligence and create something out of his life. So we'd like to hear from you. What do you consider the most valuable traits amongst these two, which is honesty or loyalty? Would you want to have an honest person who is not loyal, or would you want to have a loyal person who is not honest? I know someone will be like, you can't be loyal and not be honest. Well, I don't know. I would love to hear from you in the comment section, okay? Yeah, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. So while I wait for us, I'll just share a few thoughts, what I think about this, and hopefully I get to hear from us as well. So I think I was just fooling around yesterday when I said, I was asking my colleague, between honesty and loyalty, which would he prefer? And he said, an honest person. And I said, what if this honest person you choose decides to honestly cheat on you and tells you that he's cheating on you honestly? You get? Can you really handle it? And it sounds funny, but it's something you should really think about. Now, as opposed to someone who is loyal but not honest, someone who sticks it out with you through dry seasons, tough seasons, but it's not exactly honest. Probably he's dubious when it comes to money. You can't trust him with money, but he can. Boys gather you for streets, one beat you, he go shook hand. This kind, they no go ask wetin happen, who dey wrong or right. He go just fight on your behalf. He's loyal to the core. That kind of person that you need to go to the village, for burial or for your wedding, and he will not just use his money to go with you. He will mobilize men to go with you. That's a loyal guy, or that guy who will speak well of you in your absence. That's an expression of loyalty. Someone who speaks highly of you in your absence, not because you were there. He's not a loyal person. The language of a loyal person is not eye service. Okay, a loyal person has a standard in his or her mind that he or she sticks to, right? So you really might want to look at this critically. Do I really want that kind of person? Do I really want that kind of a loyal person who I can count on? That kind of a loyal person I can call 1 a.m. and tell him or her, guy, I dey die you gotta show up. And he will not tell you, bro, no verse, I don't top woman. Do you understand? That kind of loyalty. What kind of loyalty? Over honesty. Or would you want someone who is not loyal, is not there for you, but he's honest, right? So the person is honest and that's what you've chosen. But the person's like, hey, I can play around, I can cheat on you, I can sleep with whoever I want to sleep with, and I won't hide it from you because I'm an honest person. Do you get? So you see, because in life everything has its pros and cons, all right? And many times when people settle for the cons, they end up being a con, and when they're done, they become an S-con. Okay, yeah. So before I go on, we have my man, my boss in the building, the only boss that drives into the building and there's space for him in the building. We have Mr. Moses Semako. Hi, Mr. Moses. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Moses? Okay, Mr. Moses says, an honest person may not be loyal, but a loyal person most of the time is honest. Okay, so that's coming from Mr. Moses. He says, an honest person may not be loyal, but a loyal person most of the time is honest. And I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. But now let me paint this picture a little more. So now this is a context where let's say A and B. This is A, this is B. This is honest, this is loyalty. So honesty, Mr. A is honest but is not loyal. Loyalty, Mr. B is loyal but is not honest. So this is not a case of a loyal person who also can be honest. No, we're saying a loyal person who is not honest. He just believes in friendship. He just believes in carrying the weight for you, but he doesn't believe in being honest. He's not honest, right? On the other hand, the honest person is very honest. If he sells something for 5 naira, he will tell you it's 5 naira. He won't add anything. The honest person is honest to a fault. However, when the honest person wants to, how do I put this now? When the honest person wants to really deal with you, he deals with you and still puts it in your front, in your face, and says, duh, I was honest, I am being honest. So I'm cheating on you, but I'm honest. And I don't want you to hear it from people outside. So I'm being honest with you, okay? So yeah, that's the context we're looking at. Alicia, John, Dico, how you doing? How you doing? It's good to have you on live. We'd love to hear what your thoughts is, okay? We'd love to hear what your thoughts is. Would you prefer a very honest guy, Alicia, would you prefer a very honest guy who is not loyal to you? A very honest guy who can even cheat on you and will tell you that he cheated on you because he doesn't want you to hear it from people outside, and that's him being honest? Or would you want a loyal guy who is not honest with you, but he sticks around, he fights for you, he's there calling 2 a.m., 3 a.m., he's there. An honest guy who, I mean, just name it. He's just consistent, he's faithful, right? But he's not honest, right? Alicia would love to hear from you, okay? Would love to hear from you. So, I know it's a little bit difficult, it's a little bit dicey, right? It's a little bit dicey because you're thinking, okay, so I'm going to have an honest person because, you know, relationships is built on transparency. Relationship is built on honesty. Relationship is built on, you know, trust, right? You earn trust. Honesty is almost everything, right? But how do I have an honest person? I'm not sure he's going to be there for me in down times, because there are honest people who will walk away when the chips are down, right? So would you want that kind of a person, or would you want a loyal person for that if you have a need, you can actually call him or her and he or she will show up for you, right? So this is what we're looking at, and we're still up waiting for your perspective. Remember, I started this live show by saying that life many times is run or believed or lived by perspectives. It is perspectives that drives people. And what fuels, what informs your perspective is your belief system. And what is your belief system? Your belief system, the bedrock of your belief system is information. So it now gives me a reason to be more intentional about what I feed my mind, right? What I feed my mind on, that creates my belief system, which will ultimately affect my perspective in life. And I also would just like to say that while we're still talking about people, you know, which would you prefer, an honest person or a loyal person? Before our guest comes up tonight, I just want to say, as much as that's what we're looking out for, right? It is a lot more important that you are what you are looking for. Okay, it makes it easier. And I was saying that earlier on, that you attract who you are. If I'm dressed shabbily, I'm probably going to get a shabby person to talk to me. If I get dressed scantily, half naked, I'm most likely going to not get a responsible man say hello to me. Why? Because my dressing is a statement that states the state of my heart, that states the state of my perspective, right? So it's important. It's important. So we have another comment. This time around, this comment is coming from Aboki Surplus. He says, loyalty can help build strong relationships, social support, and mutual emotional health. Loyalty is the goal. Okay, so that's from Aboki Surplus. So if I get that correctly, that sounds to me like Aboki Surplus is saying that he will pick loyalty over honesty. Am I correct? I think he's saying he will pick loyalty over honesty. Again, I'll just take it again. Aboki Surplus said, loyalty can build strong relationships, social support, mutual emotional health. Loyalty is the goal. But I'm a little, my make you see different angles, different perspectives, so we just don't think on a straight line, right? So if you say loyalty can help build strong relationships, how do you build a strong relationship if the person is not honest? Because I don't know one single person on this planet Earth who is being lied to over and again, and he will place value on that person. I don't know if that makes sense. So if somebody keeps lying to you, you begin to feel like they're playing on your intelligence, they're taking you for granted, right? So how do I build strong relationships based on just loyalty without honesty? Okay, he also went on to say social support, mutual emotional health, loyalty is the goal. I personally believe these two qualities are extremely important. But if I have to pick one, I think I'll pick loyalty. Ironically, I'll pick loyalty. Why would I pick loyalty? Because I can have an honest person who is not dependable. Okay? But you can have a loyal person who is not honest, but you can help the person become dependable and become realistic, because in fact, loyalty in itself is faithfulness. And faithfulness isn't so far from, being honest. So if I become loyal to you, it means I would want to please you. If I want to please you, it means I would understand that having to lie to you would be me insulting your intelligence, right? So I would want to do everything within my power to be an honest person, even though I'm predominantly a loyal person, right? So that's just my thoughts, right? Okay, so we have another comment, this time around coming from Mr. Moses Semako. I like the way he starts this conversation, or the statement rather. He says, this is a serious matter. My brother, a really serious matter. He said, this is a serious matter. I think this is relative to one's perspective and strength. Beautiful. We've been talking about perspective. He says, I think this is relative to one's perspective and strength. To some, the honest will be better off if it complements their weakness more, if it complements their weakness more. And to some, a loyal person will be better. For me, now this is Mr. Moses speaking. He says, for me, a loyal person can be trained to be honest. Oh, for real, I didn't even see this comment. I was just talking and then I just saw it. So we're actually on the same page. He said, for me, a loyal person can be trained to be honest. But it is difficult to train an honest person who is not loyal. Wow, that's a very, very profound comment coming from Mr. Moses Semako. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective on this. In a nutshell, he's saying he would prefer a loyal person. Why? Because a loyal person can be trained to become an honest person, but it is almost impossible for you to have an honest person who will become loyal to you. Let me flip it this way and bring it to a secular organization. Sometimes there are times where secular organizations, right, would have to hire people who are loyal and available as opposed to people who are competent. And I'll explain. Do we need competence? Oh yes, 100% we need competence at the place of work. Do we need loyalty? Oh yes, we need loyalty 100%. Okay? However, this is it. A competent person can do a great job, but in a short span of time. But a loyal person can learn over time, do the job properly, and stay with you, take the bullets with you. That's a loyal person. So in the long run, you wouldn't even entrust your company's secret to a competent person who you know is not loyal and can backstab you tomorrow, right? We find the same thing even in relationships, right? I mean, I think everybody can agree with this, but not everyone would say it's the truth, but it does happen. We have cases where a lady, in fact, we had a lady recently who is an influencer, says just a few months ago, talked about how she would be with a guy, who is taking care of her, who is paying her bills, but the moment he loses his money, the moment that money drop, she dey look for the guy wey dey pay pass. So, this is where transactional relationships also comes into play. And then it begins to tell you how much we don't exactly value loyalty in this generation, right? So, somebody says, I will be with you. I love you. I will be with you. But as long as, so there's a caveat, there's a condition. As long as you still work in GTB Bank, as long as you still own the oil wells, as long as you still fly the private jets, we're good to go. Okay? Right. So before I take the next comment, we have our guest tonight. He's smiling already, and I'm smiling back at him. He's looking bright, he's looking radiant. We have lights in the studio, but he's wearing a white shirt, so that means I'm going to be a lot more late this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the brain, he is the founder of R4M. Give it up, give it up, give it up. We don't have drums to roll tonight, but please help me welcome Mr. Emmanuel Christian as he takes the stage. If you're at home and you're eating and you're on your table, you should be playing drum roll. All right. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. All right. We're back. Okay. Thank you so much. We're back. And the Holy Book says that 2 is better than 1 because there is more reward for their labor. Do you guys realize that while I was sitting here alone, I was sweating? But the moment my Oga at the top showed up, my sweat reduced. It began to dry because there's going to be more for this labor. Good evening, sir. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Again, for those who are just joining us, let me properly introduce him. This is Mr. Emmanuel, and he is the brain. He is the founder of Ready for Marriage. Okay, so for those who are joining us for the very first time, just so you don't feel like we're leaving you out of this, I'll just want us to have him explain to us a little about what ready for marriage is. I mean, the older guys know what ready for marriage is for those who are subscribed already, but for those who are just joining, watching for the first time, please, sir, the floor is yours. Tell us why ready for marriage, what is and why ready for marriage before we go into the topic for tonight.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, ready for marriage, as the name, as the name sounds, it's actually for those that want to get married.
Yes, sir.
And it's all about marriage.